Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Angie, and today I will be showing you my highlighting and contouring routine. This was my first requested video, so shout out to Haley who left that in the comments for my first video. This is just what I do, but you can do anything else that'll fit your face shape. So if you don't have the same face shape as I do, you obviously will do different things to contour. But I hope you enjoy, and if you want to just see how I do it, you can go ahead and keep watching. Today I will be using the Anastasia contour palette, and this is in the shade Light, and I'll be using this to contour my face. We'll go ahead and start. I'm going to use, I'm just going to go in with the darkest shade. The darkest shade in here, and on a Morphe G3 brush. It's just a dense, short, fat buffer brush. I'm going to get that all over the brush and start applying it to my face. One of the biggest complaints that people have with this palette is that the creams are really stiff, but if you mix it in with beauty oils, or even, you don't even need a beauty oil. I just rub my finger in it really good and make it really creamy, and it'll work out just fine. So just find the hollow of your cheek and just put it out. And these blend out really well. So if you put too much, or you think that like it's not gonna look good, it will probably be fine. And just do the same on the other side. I put pretty thick lines, but I have a really oval face, so I don't want to do too much on the forehead, otherwise it's gonna make it really closed in. Draw that around, and then I'm also going to put this on the jawline, and I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender, and then I'll go in with the highlight. Around the forehead especially, I just take the beauty blender and turn it. And I find that that makes it blend out a lot easier. It looks weird over here because I have all these baby hairs, but it looks better on the other side. And I'm also keeping it pretty strong because I haven't put foundation on yet, and I'm going to put the foundation on over top, so it gives it a little bit more of a natural finish. Then it's just a straight contour. Now I'm gonna highlight, and I just use my fingers to put this on. I don't even use a brush, and then I use a beauty blender to blend it out. But I'm gonna take this center shade. This is really gonna conceal, and especially underneath the eye, it'll cover up the dark circles that I have, because it's that salmon shade. And just put that in a triangle underneath your eye, and then a little bit up, just to lift up the eye a little bit. And put it on the chin, just on this like fat part that comes out. If you put it under here, then it'll look weird, because this is also where you contour to make your lips look bigger. Then a little bit on the nose, and then go up on the forehead. And a little bit on the cheekbone. And I do everything one step at a time, color-wise. I don't just go in with that clown face thing that people do. I feel like that's a lot harder to foresee how much product you're putting on your face. So just with the regular side with the contour, I use the bottom side just to turn that out, and then I'm going to use the pointy side. I forgot. You also want to highlight right below your contour to make it a little bit sharper. And so that it doesn't look like you just have one strip of dark contour shade on your cheek. So it's right in between the two contours on your cheeks, and it just adds a lot of dimension. Alright, now that that's all blended out, you can see how nicely it blended out, even though I did put a pretty thick line. And then it just rounds out and adds a lot of dimension to your face. And now I'm just going to soften that up by putting foundation on top, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's a really natural finish. If you use a foundation that has too much coverage, then it's going to completely cover up all of what you just did. So, and on a Morphe M439 brush, I just bought this. I've heard nothing but good things. I'm just going to put the foundation on the back of my hand. And now that that's done, I'm going to put a little bit more concealer on. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium. It's just going to help conceal the dark circles a little bit more. And then I also put this Okay, so that's on. You can see that I still have that contour, but it just looks really natural. So if you just wanted to leave it like that, you probably could. But I'm gonna add some powder on top and then put some powder contour on. And I'm just taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just gonna get this all over the place. I'm just taking a Real Techniques brush. This is the same brush that I used in my makeup tutorial for this powder. Now that I've powdered my face, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I still have the baby size. I'm not going to buy the full size until I use this up. And I've had this since like the beginning of the summer, and it's almost summertime, sort of. Okay. Just kidding. What month is it? It's January. I got this last June. 6 months. 7 months. Yeah. 7 months. Let's do elementary math. Okay. And I'm using the little baby brush that it came with. That doesn't work. Why can't I be a good person? Okay. It's not even that important. They don't care about this brush. Okay. Oh god. Alright. Let me try not to cut myself out. Woo! Ah! Woohoo! Roller coaster. I'm just gonna slap on a bunch. Because who doesn't like bronzer? Alright, completely ruined that. I'm just going to use the Laura Mercier powder. And I just bought this brush too. This is the MB30 brush. And they have a few different brushes by Morphe. I just bought a bunch of brushes from Morphe. So that's why that's all I'm using. Because I'm really excited. But this is just the flat brush. So I'm just going to dip this brush into the cap of the Laura Mercier powder. And right under the contour. Just sharpen that up. I'm just gonna blend it out to make sure it's not too harsh. I just love this brush. So fluffy. Okay, now I'm done with that. I am gonna go ahead and put on some blush. I'm gonna use another Morphe brush. This is from the set that I bought a few months ago. And this is the Milani powder blush. It's the one with the rose packaging, and it's the Romantic Rose. It's a really pretty shade. I like more muted blushes like this anyways. Okay, and for highlighter, I'm going to use the Becca Champagne Pop. The one that Jaclyn Hill created. I love her. Okay, this is another Morphe brush. It's just a small dome brush, and I like this for highlighting because it fits right there on that. I don't know. Right at the top of the cheekbones. See how much shine that gives? Oh, I love highlighter. Let me take some excess off my brush and blend that in. This is going to help make the cheekbones pop. Since we created that contour to make it lifted, since we shadowed this in, plus adding the highlighter on top will really bring it. It lifts the face. Little bit on the nose.
Hey, my name is Angie. What's your number?